Good evening to all and welcome to the session. Today's exam topic is errors. We have already done one session, so errors 2. It is going to be very useful before the exam. Before we go to the actual session, I would like to talk about the new batches from the top educators. All these batches are starting on 18th, starting from 18th August 2021. These batches are from the top educators and top the best batches you can think of. When it comes to SSC preparation, Unacademy is the best platform. If you wonder why, you have unlimited access to 30 plus batches every week, 300 plus classes, and 70 plus educators, 40,000 hours of recorded content, 20,000 practice questions, and trusted by over 90% SSC aspirants. These are all top educators. They have both experience and expertise. When it comes to the top batches, Team All Stars, SSC CGL and CHSL 2021-22 exams starting on 18th August. Set Brahmastra batch, all government exams again on 18th August. SSC CGL and CHSL 2021 exams, and all these batches, the duration of each batch, 1 full year. That you have to remember. There's a strong lineup of batches. 18th August 2021. What are the features of these batches? Full syllabus coverage for all SSC exams, top educators of the country, unlimited access PDF, access to tests, weekly quiz and mock tests, dedicated doubt clearing sessions. And what is a strong lineup? Crack SSC multitasking MTS exam 2020, foundation batch SSC stenographer 2021 exam, and SSC CPO 2021 exam, SSC GD Constable 2020 exam. There is a unique feature recently introduced, Ask a Doubt by Unacademy. If you have a doubt, all that you have to do, go to the Doubts and Solutions feature on your home screen, click on Ask a Doubt and upload your doubt image, crop the image and highlight the question, choose a subject that the question falls under, whether it is going to be maths related or English related, that you have to mention. There are two offers, August offers, SSC. Unacademy Promise offer, if you take 1 year subscription, 3 months additional you get, and you have to pay 5,850. If you take 2 year subscription, 6 months additional you get, you have to pay 7,020. Set preparation offer, banks and SSC. 1 year subscription, you get additional 6 months, you have to pay 7,999. And 2 year subscription, 12 months, you have to pay 9,999. Every Sunday, there's a combat test, SSC combat. You have to answer 40 questions in 15 minutes. And also, there's a mega combat on 22nd August. 1,000 lucky participants will stand a chance to win exciting gifts. Besides, you can win scholarship from a pool of 1 crore. That is quite appealing. Every Sunday, the time slot is 12 noon. If you use my referral code, what is my referral code? Murthy10. If you use my referral code, you will get additional 10% discount. All set, let's crack it. Give me a second before we go to the actual session. Error location, just give me a second. Let us go to the first question. You must either be regular with your studies and study for longer period before the examination. Where is the error? Here, you must either be regular. The moment you see the word either, then you have to tell yourself it takes the word or. You must either be regular with your studies and is not correct. Here we have to use or. So, what is a typical combination? Either or, neither nor. It is based on that particular aspect. Question number two. The new taxation rates announced by the government are bound to affect the export sector. Here, actually, the new taxation rates, nothing wrong with that, announced by the government, nothing wrong with that, are bound to, there's nothing wrong there also, but are bound to effect is not correct. We have to use the word effect. What is the right word? Effect. You may ask, sir, why? Effect is the verb. Effect, it is a verb as well as a noun. But generally speaking, we don't use this as a verb, we use it as a noun. Based on that, here, we cannot say it is a basic form or infinitive. We cannot say effect, we have to say effect. That is the right one. Question number three. These days, job opportunities are not as better as they used to be in the early 70s. Where is the error? I'll give you a second, then you respond. Please give me a second. Hmm. These days, nothing wrong with that. Usually, these days goes with present continuous tense, not always, usually. These days, job opportunities are not as better. Here we cannot use the adverb form, comparative form. We have to use as good as. Positive form should be used, not the comparative form. Not as good as they used to be in the early 70s. So it is related to the adjective, and also it is related to the form. Which form are we supposed to use here? Positive form. We cannot use the comparative form. Good, better, best. Better is a comparative form. We cannot use here. It should be as good as. That is the correct expression. Let us go to the next one. Question number four. When viewed with his point of view, the entire episode assumes a different color altogether. Where is the error? When viewed with his point of view, the entire episode assumes a different color altogether. Here, when viewed with his is not correct. We have to use the preposition from his point of view, not with, it should be from. When viewed from his point of view, the entire episode assumes a different color altogether. So, what is this question about? It is about preposition. Good evening. Who is this Nagamani? No one has, I think, a little late. Maybe you guys were not aware of the new channel. Am I right? Usually you are punctual, but today when I started, no one was there. Then I had to send the link. I sent the link Telegram group. Any reason for you guys are aware of this channel or you're not aware of this channel? Please respond. Good evening, Anisha. Are you guys aware of the new channel? Just say yes or no. That's enough. Because not aware of the new channel. Okay. There's a new channel, Set Gurukul. That is the name of the channel. And I'm going to take here. Do remember. Fine. I'm glad you people are here. So try to respond. This I already have answered. Now you cannot do anything. But I will tell today's session is all about errors. We have already done one session, errors, and this is the second session. I have brought 25 questions, and the fourth one I have just done. When viewed with his point of view, that is not correct. We have to say, I think many students are not aware. I know. I could make out when no one was there. I was a bit surprised. I was taken aback. But immediately I thought perhaps those guys are not aware of this channel. No problem. They'll come to know sooner or later. When viewed from his point of view, that is correct. Now, please try to answer the next one. On many occasions, we did help the poor people by way of giving them food to eat and clothes to put on. Where is the error? First, you tell the part, then you write the correct form. What is wrong with that part? What is the correct form? Our regular students are not here except one or two. Nagamani and Anisha. Who else is there? Second option. Second part, you mean? Yes, there is an error in the second part. What is wrong with the second part? On many occasions, we did help, not helped. Here we cannot use the past form. Already we have used here. Then you may wonder, you may ask me, sir, what is the difference between we helped, one expression, we did help, another expression. What is the difference? Can you tell? Nagamani should be able to. I have told many a time. Are you there? We helped, we did help. I like, I will give one more example. I like that. I do like that. What is the difference? Here, if you say we helped, you're not trying to emphasize. No, both go into the past. We helped, that is past. We did help, that is also past. What is the difference? We helped, you're not trying to emphasize. Whereas when you use a helping verb, we did help, I do like, it means it is emphasis. You're trying to emphasize. That's right. Do you like English? A question. For God's sake, don't say I don't like. Casual, you may say, yes, I like. You want to emphasize. Then what will you say? Yes, I do like English. That is emphatic. I hope you got the difference. Please go to question number 6. Unless it is accepted to both the parties, an arbitrator would be of no use to settle this dispute. Yes, I do. I know that. Unless it is accepted to both the parties, where is the error? Question number 6. Unless it is accepted to both the parties, an arbitrator, like a middleman officially appointed to settle a dispute, would be of no use to settle this dispute. See, the word dispute is there. You don't know, say don't know, because I'll wait for a few seconds. There is an error in the first part, that is right, but what is the error? First part, it is not correct. No, no, first part there is an error. What is it? Here you cannot use the word accepted unless it is acceptable. What is the correct word form? Unless it is acceptable to both the parties. We cannot say accepted. Acceptable to both the parties. Nothing wrong with both the parties. The word accepted is not correct. Generally, conversation English we say, is it acceptable? No, it is not acceptable. So, what is the form here? Acceptable proposal, acceptable deal. It is adjective. The question is about word forms. Word form. The word is correct, but the form is not correct. We cannot say accepted, we should say acceptable. Adjective form. That's right. Otherwise, no problem with the sentence. The various consequences of the decision taken by the finance ministry was not foreseen by the bureaucrats. The various consequences of the decision taken by the finance ministry was not foreseen by the bureaucrats. Where is the error? Not able to. Here, the various consequences, what is the subject? Consequences of the decision taken by the finance ministry. Don't consider that. Consequences plural, then you cannot use was. It should be were. The various consequences were not foreseen by the bureaucrats. So, what is this question about? Subject, verb, agreement. What is the subject over here? Consequences, plural. Then we have to use were, not was. I never considered him to be a person who would go back on his promise and then do not even apologize. Subject verb agreement. That's right. What is the answer for question number 8? I never considered him to be a person who would go back on his promise. Nothing wrong with I never considered him. Nothing wrong with that. Because here, who would go back on his promise? And then you can use I never considered him. Nothing wrong with that. Then where is the error? Here, I never considered him to be a person who would go back on his promise and then do not. Here, person singular, third person singular, then you cannot use do not. It should be does not. Hope you guys are listening. Nothing wrong with his. Where is his? No, no, absolutely no problem. Here, person, negative, I mean, third person singular. Then we cannot say negative form, do not. We have to say doesn't. Person who would go back on his promise and then does not even apologize. Yes, again here, subject, verb, agreement. Please go to question number 9. Having finished at school, Raghu thought of going to Bombay in search some job. Question number 9, where is the error? Having finished at school, Raghu thought of going to Bombay in search of, very good, that's right, in search of, in search of something. No, no, in search of, that is a better expression. Having finished at school, Raghu thought of going to Bombay in search of some job. That is correct. Standard phrase. What is this? Phrase. When shall we arrive to our destination? Usually we say, when do we arrive? But no error. When shall we also write? There is some other problem. Another error is there. What is it? when shall we arrive to our destination? Will you say to our destination or at our destination? Nothing wrong with shall. When do we? Shall is also acceptable. Here, to our destination is not correct. At our destination. At, 80, at, arrive at. Arrive at the destination. That is correct. Preposition related. Based on the newspaper reports, we can conclude that many accidents caused by reckless driving. Based on the newspaper reports, nothing wrong with the first part. We can conclude that nothing wrong. Many accidents caused by reckless driving. Here, verb is missing. Many accidents were caused by reckless driving. Accidents were caused. Which tense is this? Past tense. Passive voice. Past tense, passive voice. Reckless driving caused many accidents. Many accidents were caused by reckless driving. So that is error. Verb missing. The officer is angry on the clerk for not attending to the work. Past passive voice. The officer is angry on the clerk. Person we don't use on, we use at. Angry at someone. Based on that, angry at the clerk, not on the clerk. Angry with also you can use, of course. You can also use with someone. That is also right. Both are right. Both are right. With also can be used. Angry with someone. No sooner I had spoken than he left. This is an important question. When you come across no sooner, then you have to think of two aspects. One, the combination, no sooner takes than, so no problem here. Second one, the clause should be in interrogative. I had spoken, not correct. It should be had I spoken. No sooner had I spoken. That is correct. Very good. You got it right. And here you have to recollect no sooner takes than. After that, hardly, scarcely, barely. They take when. This combination you have to remember. A period of 6 years have elapsed since I last saw her. What is the subject here? Period. Of 6 years, it's a phrase. Don't consider the phrase. Period, third person singular. Then you cannot use have. Has elapsed. It should be has, not have. This is again, what is this question about? Subject, verb, agreement. Yes. Question number 15. Where is the error? Our neighbors had been living in Arizona since 10 years before moving to their present house. Our new neighbors had been living in Arizona. After that, 10 years is a time period. Then we cannot use the preposition since. We have to use a preposition. Good evening, Nagmaleshwari. You have just got the link. Okay, okay. Good. Glad that you're here. It should be for 10 years. Again, preposition related. What is this question about? Preposition. You should recollect since goes with specific time and for goes with time period. Here, 10 years time period. We cannot use since, we have to use for. Question number 16. The patient was accompanied with his friend. Where is the error? How did you get the link? Telegram channel? Yes, period of time for since point of time. That's absolutely right. How did you get the link? Yes, Anisha, that is the answer. The patient was accompanied with is not correct. Accompanied by. What is the preposition we use? By. This question is also related to preposition. Accompanied by, not with. That comes under common errors. Question number 17. The fifth and final act of Macbeth contained the sleepwalking scene. Sentence is in present tense and subject is third person singular. Oh, Telegram channel. Okay. Where is the error? Here, the fifth and final act. Act is the subject, third person singular. Sentence is in present tense. We should add s or es to the verb. What is the verb here? Contain. That is not correct. We should say contains. Act, final act, contains. This is also about subject verb agreement. One of the terrorists of the Kashmir Valley are shot dead. One of the terrorists of the Kashmir Valley are shot dead. Easy one, easy to spot the error. Excuse me. Yes. Here, one of the terrorists, when it comes to the phrase one of the, there are three rules, but in all the three rules, noun is in the plural form. First you have to check that one. No error. But the basic form, the noun is in the plural form and the verb is in the singular form. That is the first rule. So here, one of the terrorists of the Kashmir Valley, are is not correct. It should be is. Is shot dead. The question is again about subject verb agreement. 10 kilometers is a long distance to walk. Very good. Within no time. No error. What is the reason? When it comes to distance, length, money, weight, though the noun is in the plural form, the expression is considered singular. 10 kilometers, though you see the noun in the plural form, this is considered singular. Based on that, is correct. No error. Perfect. Yes. One of those, then definitely we have to use plural verb. The actress was shocked by the news of her dog's death. The actress was shocked by the news of her dog's death. Where is the error? Good evening, Gangadhar. Oh, after a gap of 2 or 3 weeks, how are you? Shocked by is not correct. It should be shocked at. What is the correct preposition? Shocked at something. People say shocked by, not correct. Shocked at something. That is correct. Oh, really? How are you now? Are you all right? Normal. Shocked at. Oh, private working aspirant. Slowly, our regular students, but I have brought only 25 questions. About to wind up the session. You're fine. Good. Take care. One of the questions he asked me was, who did you travel with? Imagine the answer, I traveled with him. What will be the answer for this? I traveled with him. Him is subject or object? Just answer my question. The pronoun him, is it subject or object? The pronoun him. Yes, yes, I will do that. Here, him is object. If the question is about the object, then we cannot use who. We have to use whom. Who goes with subject? Whom, object. Remember this way. You don't get confused. You won't get confused, rather. I know a doctor you are referring to. Where is the error? I know a doctor you are referring to. Yes. What is the answer for the 22nd one? No, here I know the doctor. The doctor. I know the doctor you are referring to. Here reference is there. Ah, this is actually set Gurukul. Set means what? Next month I may start Gangadhar. I will be doing it. Yes. Question number 23. The introduction of job-oriented courses in the self-financing colleges attract many students. Time lag. The introduction of job-oriented courses in the self-financing colleges attract many students. Attracts. What is the reason? The introduction, this is a subject of job-oriented courses phrase in the self-financing colleges phrase. So introduction attracts subject verb. Here we have to use attracts subject verb agreement. Question number 24. The short story should not exceed more than 200 words. The short story should not exceed more than 200 words. Where is the error? I think time lag is more than 20 seconds. No, there is an error. Here should not exceed more than 200. You cannot use should not exceed 200 words. There is an error. Exceed means what? More than. Then you cannot say more than. Redundancy. The story, short story should not exceed 200 words. That is a correct expression. Redundancy. It's a common error. People say it should not exceed more than 200. Not correct. It should not exceed 200 words. Then it is correct. More than is not required. Question number 25. Unfortunately, the last question. To die with honor is better than live with dishonor. Yes, superfluous. That's right. To die with honor is better than, where is the error? To live, yes. Here, to die, parallel expression. To die, then we have to say to live. To die with honor is better than to live with dishonor. What is this question about? Parallel expression. That's all for today. You guys have joined a little late. I have brought only 10 questions, 25 questions. There was no one to respond. So I would like to stop here for today. If you have a question, you could ask me. Oh, Madhav has joined. Yes, to live. That's correct. So I would like to wind up the session for today. Study. Tomorrow I'll bring another exam topic. I hope students will come to know. And I have posted a little late. I'm also disappointed. I was shocked actually. When no one was there, I was shocked. Then I thought, oh, perhaps not aware of this channel. You can do that. I think so. I will be able to. Gangadhar, August. Let it be over September. September first week. Thank you, guys. Good night. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Rather disappointing. Sometimes it happens. We can't help it. Good night to all of you. Before I do it, fine.